Job,
gang!
gang.
So today we're going to be teaching you about bedwars tips and tricks. Bedwars is a super epic game where all of you are dog shit at, but we are super good. That's
If
right,
you don't
guys.
follow these tips and tricks, you're gonna die instantly.
Yeah, so we have to follow really closely. This is going to be a very long video because we are professionals and we know what we're doing.
Yay!
Yay! So without further ado, guys, let's get straight into the video because these tips and tricks are super important.
So the first thing you want to do, guys, is you just want to start collecting resources, okay? Just so you can really just like start playing the game. You can collect some things, and then you can start buying the good parts. All right? Well, guys, we didn't win, but
We
maybe
didn't
you
win.
will. Maybe you will. We did pretty well, but maybe you'll win. Alright, guys, tip number 2.
This one's gonna be bridging. So what you're gonna want to do is we're gonna get the iron and stuff you got from last tip and trick, and you want to turn it into wool.
Just like that.
Okay. And the
So
next thing you
then,
want to do, you want
is
to make sure
you see
every
that
time you
island
bridge,
over there? That's mid. So we want to bridge to mid. So make
and
sure you
another.
build up a little bit. Alright, so now that we're pretty high, we can start bridging over. Make sure you always hold on to the shift button, or else you will fall.
And die.
Yes.
And another thing about bridging is you always want to carry one of these on you.
Always want to carry one of those.
Yep, just in case you ever need to go down, you
Now
can use it.
there's a lot of people that like to sometimes stop pressing the shift button, but that's a bad idea.
Bad.
That's a bad idea. Because you want to make sure that you go as slowly as possible. So you really make sure that you get the blocks right.
And to make sure you're even slower, instead of doing shift on the side, you want to just do it straight.
So now that's a thing that happens sometimes. Someone will shoot a fireball at you, but it's just a small little obstacle that you just have to avoid.
What you want to do, if you're really good, is you want to use the water bucket to save yourself from dying. Or to drop on people's bases. It's a pretty brilliant tool.
Alright guys, now that I'm out of blocks, I can jump down and start getting some emeralds.
But
Alright guys, so for this next tip and trick, we're going to be doing bed protection.
bed protection is the most vital part of Bed Wars because if you break the bed or someone breaks your bed, you can't respawn.
So you have to try to put blocks around your bed so that no one can break it. Now,
But
not
everyone knows the biggest best protection is
water.
water. So we're gonna put some water down.
We're just going to put some water on our bed, just spread it around nicely.
Yeah, yeah, put the water on the bed.
Really make sure that no one will ever be able to break our bed so that we can always respawn.
We don't want anybody doing anything to our bed because we need the bed.
So right here you can see some exposed bed. So we really want to stop that just by putting lots of water on it.
Any other bed protection like wool or
Or
obsidian, it's just not
obsidian,
gonna work.
it's just not gonna work.
No.
Only noobs would use that kind of stuff. So we just
Yeah.
put tons of water. You could put blocks so it spreads out nicely. Just like this. You can again utilize the shift key that we spoke about while bridging. It'll
So you
help.
can. So you see, our bed is fully protected, and this is gonna be the most vital key to our success in a Bed Wars game. Oh, and gathering resources.
We gotta make sure that you break the wool so that it's just that much harder to destroy the source blocks of the water.
Hmm.
Just like that.
So right now, about now, nobody can actually destroy our bed.
Alright guys, so in our last tip and trick, we said that water was really good at defending your bed, but what we didn't tell you is that it's also really good at offense.
Because everybody hates water. So if you protect your bed with water, they hate you, and if you attack them with water, they also hate you.
It's a win-win scenario.
Yeah. So what we're gonna want to do is we're gonna want to raid people and break their bed using water. What?
I fell with water, guys, so that's not something you want to do. You
Every
definitely
single water is precious.
every single water is precious, especially at the start of the game.
When towards end game, you can get maybe a full inventory of water, and it's a lot easier. But in the beginning of the game, you can only afford a bit, so you don't want to lose it.
So why not? What we're gonna do is we're gonna go for white,
Hmm
because they're right next to us, and we're just gonna pour a bunch of water on them. All right.
Yep. So most people, when they bridge up, they think that they're gonna get TNT'd, but that's just not the case. Because most of the time, when someone builds up, expect for them to drop water on you, because it's the #1 tool to breaking someone's bed.
Yes, TNT isn't very good. It doesn't.
So
It's
what they
not very effective
you see here is that they're spamming blocks, but
because
because
they
they
think that
think
we're putting TNT.
TNT, but we're not. We're putting down water, which means that it helps us. So it helps us that they have more blocks because it's more surface area.
All right, now they're gonna
They're
come
gonna
up.
come up, and it's
Just
the
knock them
perfect
down.
opportunity. They just knock them down. And then, now that you're at their base, what you want to do is you want to go to their generator and buy more water.
Try to fight them while they're in the water because then you can do a lot more damage. Look out!
I got some more water. All right,
Oh,
so I
he
have
had a
another
lot
piece
of
of water.
gold.
Okay,
I
so
got
I
more
have another
water.
piece of water. One of them is after our base right now, but that's completely
That's
okay.
completely fine.
Yep,
Just
as long as
ignore
you can.
them. As
Yep,
long as you
as
can
long
just
as you
keep
can get the
watering them.
water. It's the perfect strategy, and it's the #1 tool to victory in any game scenario.
With these diamond generators here, you want to pour some water on that because that'll make it extra annoying for them to get diamonds, which is really important for other people. Not really for us because we just spend our stuff on water. We don't really need anything else because it's the most overpowered item in the game, really. So we're just gonna build up higher now, place some more water, just to really make life completely miserable for these guys. Because that's really our end goal here. It's the best strategy because when you break their morale with buckets of water at a time, they lose hope. They just lose hope. And they just feel like giving up, and then their combat efficiency goes down by about 70%.
Another thing is that when you're pouring water on people, you don't want to stick to one person. Because the goal is not to break their bed, it's to make them rage quit. Because then you'll never have to fight them ever again.
Alright guys, so this next tip and trick is going to be about PvP. So in Bed Wars, you're going to be doing a lot of PvP, which is very important to the game so you survive. Now, one of the best things that you can use in PvP is water. You just want to water your enemies, alright? So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to build up, okay? Build up a few blocks so it makes them want to come over to you. And then just pour water on them, alright? So then they're just going to be sort of stuck, and there's going to be water everywhere, and they don't know what to do. They can't really do anything because there's just water everywhere, and they can't destroy it because you went up so high. And if they're trying to, like, do something about it, then just pour more water on them. Just get them out of there. And, you see, and then just, like, pour some water over here if he's trying to leave. He's going to try to leave, so just pour more water. So now he's stuck in, like, a sea of water. He doesn't know where the source blocks are. So we're just going to put more water. And that's it, guys. That's all there is. I mean, they'll be so fucking hopeless because of how much water there is that they'll just give up. They'll just give up, and you win. So that's it for this tip and trick.
Trick will be to just fucking hack. It's so easy, man. You know, the game is how about this? We'll just turn on some Jesus. Let's turn on speed. Let's turn on flight. How about some kill aura, and we get no fall on, and let's just go fucking kill people, man. Let's just go kill them. Actually, I'm gonna turn my timer all the way up. There we go. All right, now where are they? Oh, perfect. Hey, where are you? Come here. Let me kill you. Man, Hypixel's a bit buggy right now. I'm just gonna like break the bed. Oh, there he goes. All right, let's go kill some more people.